So for those of you out there who don't know, because I would really love to discuss this, but I'm going to ask you about a specific situation and then we can get into the rest of it. My mother, Terry Lee Miller, who was married, I don't know, 3, 4 times, all to black men with systemic racism built into her. My mother used to call me a nigger. Did you know that, Dad?
Yeah, but you want to know something? She never called me one.
She called me that. And you know who else she called that? My sisters and Jesse and my brother. That's deep.
Wow, that is deep.
Yeah, and you know what?
Especially when I'm black, and she never
But
called me one.
all her other baby daddies is what? They're all black. Before we get into all that, so yeah. What the fuck was I finna
I'm
say?
gonna say hi to all you Logic fans out there.
Hey, they about to be your fans, Daddy. We finna do this album together, but we're not gonna get in. We don't want to talk about it too much. We don't want to talk about it too much, Daddy. We're here first. We're healing first, and then we're stealing first.
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Google the book first so you can find it on Amazon. It's a dope read. My issue with stuff like this is very simple. How did you not know this? Like, not even know it, but how is this a surprise? Like, I've met enough people in my life, because people like to talk about the tragic mulatto, right? I've met just light-skinned people with 2 light-skinned parents who, they they think being lighter is better. And I've met light-skinned people who are like, eh, I don't want to be with another light-skinned person. They look like uncooked chicken. I said verbatim. It was hilarious when they said it though. Then I've met mixed kids. One parent's black, one parent's white, one parent's black, one parent something else or whatever. And what Logic said is a normal thing that I've seen. But for me, and it's true, like the guys go, she never called me this, but you're assuming that she won't call the kids that. Like, if the family don't like you because of race, and if you two split, why don't you think a race is gonna come up with the kids? Like that never made sense to me. And if you're in a certain age group, I mean, you saw Barack Obama talk about his grandparents calling him, using the N-word. I would make the assumption they had to call him that a couple of times. Let's just be honest. And we go, it was a different time, there were different people, blah, blah, blah. But, and the confusion is where, I mean, this is just another story or scenario that proves mothers can be abusive. And it proves mothers can use race to be abusive, right? So, and I'm not about to just say, there aren't mothers out here who they're white and their kids something else and they don't go to bat for their kids, because that's a lie. I've seen that too. Because I've seen non-black mothers have to actually realize, oh wow, I didn't have to worry about all this before. Oh wow, all of this is an issue. Then they become, let's just say, hypersensitive to the passive aggressive part of racism, or the micro aggressions of racism, or the, you can insult a person over and over again, and then when they respond, all of a sudden they're guilty of a crime. They have to learn that lesson. But for the guys, it's like, how don't you get this? And I've always been one who's been against the idea of, oh, it's love and love is love. Yeah, they say that same, it's love and you can't stop love from being love in the gay community. And they be beating the brakes off of each other. What you're basically saying is, you have a fetish, and you went down this fetish road, and it was spectacular because I always wanted to do it. Like, I still know black men who, they're older, but their eyes light up when it was a white woman. Oh, they're white. And I'm just sitting there like, man, this slave mind goes real far, don't it? You don't understand. They're white. And it's like, I understand. I understand. You really aren't, sexually. Sometimes people could be sexually Steven from Django. And like, it'll make their whole life better if it was white. It's a white. And it's like, okay. Now, if you have kids with this person, what happens? What happens? Because, like he said, his mother had 3 marriages and kids by 3 different black men, and she called every last one of them the N-word, right? Not shocking. I mean, maybe it was 10 years ago. Y'all, the part of the Colin Kaepernick story that was hilarious to me was his mother gave him away because he was black. And then when he was in the Super Bowl, that's my baby. And then when he kneeled, fuck nigger. Like, dang, the woman that threw you away want to be proud of you one minute, and the next minute she's like, get in your place, boy. It's like, you should know this by now. You should know the bipolar psychopathic tendencies by now. And this surprise on his father's face is just like, what? Like, sometimes, and this is just me, sometimes I don't think the generation older than me, like the baby boomers, I don't think they're stupid. I think they're assholes who play stupid because they're they're soft and evil at times. So the way that they get away with it is by going dumb. I didn't do. I don't know what happened. We were just partying and doing drugs. I don't know what happened. Because in my opinion, I've seen them be very, very impulsive and hedonistic, just as far as a group. I'm not going to say that they don't have great people in their group, but just as a group, one of their negatives is being impulsive and just irresponsible, immature, you know. So it's like, everybody's not dumb. They just play dumb. I just wanted to get away with this. So the best way I could do it is play dumb. And, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. And what? You believe that? It's like, you know what? Yes, they deserve to die. And I hope they burn in hell. And it's like, that's how my initial thought about certain things. But this is what creates the quote unquote tragic mulatto. This is the part of the story that people don't talk about, where the kid is around a white family and they treat them less than, and then they are passive aggressive too, so they take it out on the black side if they get a chance. I guess to prove to the white side that I hate you niggas too, and then they wind up in this middle ground where nobody loves me and nobody wants me and I'm not accepted, but they don't actually say what happened. And what happened was the white side didn't like you because of your race. They took it out on you. You took it out on the black side. Logic, I don't think he just like, he's looking at his mom like, this is what kind of person you are. Because she effed up. She's really effed up. You gonna keep messing with black people to keep having black. It's like sometimes people get caught up in their sexual fetish, and then they're shunned by the white community. And that's what happens when you have babies with black men. That's just what happened, and that goes for the Hispanic community, Asian community, Arab community. Same thing, just like what is the young lady's name? I was about to say Coco, but it's not Coco Golf. The tennis player, the tennis star who won Wimbledon, and her dad's like Jamaican and her mom's Japanese. And then when she won, all of a sudden Japan, hey, we Japanese, and she like, I wasn't Japanese all these years. I was a black kid here. Now I'm Japanese. This is interesting. It's that type of thing that goes on all over the place. And then people go, well, you got to let that go. You're representing us. Like, whatever. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.